Welcome to Pokemon Red and Blue versions. Games where you set off on a journey to become the greatest Pokemon trainer in Kanto. Wait, there was a green version that was only released in Japan? So we got blue instead? Wow, some of those sprites look pretty weird. Start your journey by choosing either Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle as your first Pokemon. Believe it or not, this choice also determines the early difficulty of the game. Bulbasaur is strong against Brock and Misty's gyms, and resists Lieutenant Surge's electric-type attacks. Squirtle is good against Brock's rock types, and neutral against Misty's water types. Charmander, on the other hand, struggles against nearly everything until you reach Erica's gym. And this was before Charmander could learn Metal Claw, so rock types are especially punishing. With your starter in hand, travel through Kanto to catch all 150 Pokemon. Sorry, Mew. And challenge all 8 gyms so that you can face the Elite Four and become the champion. Beware, a dangerous group of criminals known as Team Rocket is trying to steal Pokemon from people. I say beware, but they're mostly all bark and no bite. Only their leader Giovanni poses a real challenge, especially since he's also the 8th gym leader. Go toe-to-toe with your rival, who picks the Pokemon with a type advantage over your starter and, for some reason, loves to sniff people at inconvenient times. He'll be both your first and final battle, eventually becoming the Pokemon champion. Can you defeat him with the team you built? Beyond becoming champion, you'll also need to fill in the Pokédex given to you by Professor Oak. Some Pokemon aren't available in your version, so hopefully you'll have a friend with the other version to trade and help complete each other's Pokédexes. You'll need to trade anyway, since some Pokemon only reach their final evolutions through trading. In fact, you can even battle your friends. To do any of this, you'll need a link cable to connect your Game Boys together. Teamwork makes the dream work, and that dream is to be the very best, like no one ever was. Battle numerous trainers with your team of Pokemon as you level them up to grow stronger. Make sure to use items from shops, like potions when your team's health is low, antidotes when one of your Pokemon is poisoned, which is especially dangerous since walking around drains HP unless you cure it, and other helpful supplies. Be careful though, there's limited space in your backpack, and everything is crammed into the same pocket. As the games that launched one of the most marketable franchises of all time, there are a few flaws. For instance, psychic types dominate nearly everything. The battle system is somewhat underdeveloped, the game saves every time you switch a PC box, and certain glitches can corrupt your file. Despite all that, it's still a fun experience. So we give the original Red and Blue, and Green while we're at it, a solid B. What could possibly make it better? How about Pikachu following you around like Ash?